The day is here. The two of them in a simple wedding attire, but still beautiful and pure nonetheless. Shiyo holding onto the bouquet of flowers that Shiyo gathered herself. Different kinds of flowers that she could find. Shiyo and Tighnari are evidently nervous. They look at each other, cheeks flushed red, both in embarrassment and also nervousness. Though it didn't take long for the two of them to look away, averting their eyes from each other.
You look beautiful.
You also look good, Nari.
She uses the bouquet to hide half of her face, mainly just trying to hide her flushed face from the man in front of her. She would glance at his waist several times, but always ended up looking away again. Just seeing him dressed in a different outfit than he would normally wear makes Shiyo's heart beat really hard. The two of them stood there awkwardly, unable to meet each other's gaze. It took some time before Tighnari cleared his throat and faced towards where they're supposed to go, offering his arm for her.
We shouldn't make people wait for us.
He muttered, still avoiding eye contact with Shiyo. Shiyo turned her whole body to the same direction as him, placing her hand in his arm, while her other hand was still holding onto the bouquet. They walked slowly, entering the exact location where everyone they knew and loved attended as guests. Everyone watched them walking closer to the altar, where Nahida, who took the role as the officiant of them, was waiting. As soon as the two stood in front of the altar and also the dendro archon, she looked at the couple with a sincere and proud look in her eyes, as if she is truly happy and this moment is happening for one of her people. She cleared her throat, beginning her speech. She did not hold a book or anything that could consider she had written something beforehand. What they're witnessing is a speech that Nahida came up right then and there in her mind.
Today, we are witnessing the union of a new couple.
She began, while exchanging looks with both Tighnari and Shiyo.
You both create and wrote chapters of your journey together as individuals, filled with both joy and sadness, and slowly the flow of plot destined for you to meet. And now, in this union, you shall create a new story, a new chapter with shared ink, wisdom, and understanding.
No one said a thing. They listened to Nahida's speech, gentle and full of warmth.
Let your love blooming like a flower, radiant, nurtured with care and patience. Let your heart remain open like a scholar, willing to learn, to reflect, and to grow.
Nahida closed her eyes and clasped her hands together, as if praying for both Shiyo and Tighnari.
In the name of Dendro Archon, I bless this union. May your days be filled with happiness and kindness, and your future with endless discovery. And also, happiness together.
She opens her eyes and gives the new couple the brightest and the most innocent smile she could give them. The guest starts clapping. Some feel moved with the speech Nahida made, while some just smile and clap. Nahida took Shiyo's and Tighnari's hand leading them to look at each other.
Say your vow. Express your love to each other as you exchange these rings.
By the altar, on top of the cushion, they can see 2 rings resting on it. Shiyo and Tighnari stare at each other. They're still feeling embarrassed with this modest but still grand feeling marriage. Nothing to elaborate, but people were still cheering and staring at them. And that was enough to make this so nerve-wracking. Tighnari cleared his throat as he gently took Shiyo's left hand.
I can say for sure it is the happiest day of my life. Back then, I was busy with my job. Marriage and something like love is far back in my mind. But meeting you changes that. I was unsure how to feel with this affection that keeps growing towards you. Even now, it feels like I'm sleeping in a dream that everything feels so unreal. Sometimes I wake up wondering if I would ever wake from this dream, fearing that all of this is just in my head. And then I look at you, still by my side, still loving me as much as I love you. I feel blessed.
Tighnari tried to hold back his tears, pausing to keep his composure. He looked at the ring, took one, and held it out. Shiyo can see his hands trembling, only slightly, but she can see it and feel it. He carefully and slowly slid the ring into her finger. Shiyo can hear him exhale, as if feeling relieved. Shiyo can't help but smile, both in happiness and also amusement. And now, it's her turn for the speech. She took his left hand, held it in hers.
I love you, Nari. While I was teetering on the rope, trying to keep my balance to save my life, you held your hand out to me, helping me get across and pull me out of the rope. You have no idea, but you saved me. Even when I'm at my lowest, like as if I'm back teetering on the rope, you pull me out of it. Ever since I met you, every day feels so bright. My body feels lighter, and I am just excited about what the world and day has to offer. The more I spend time with you, the more it confirms and deepens my feelings and love for you. The moment I met you, I feel like I have found one last piece of puzzle within me. Meeting you and celebrating our reunion is truly the happiest day of my life.
Shiyo took the ring and slid it into his finger. Nahida, once again, having this proud and happy smile on her face, like she's watching one of her own children enter a whole new journey. And all she can do is just cheer and give them her blessing.
To seal this vow, you must kiss your bride and groom.
And that makes everyone in the guest seat become excited but quiet, like they've been waiting for this moment and want to witness this as well. Feeling eyes on them, Shiyo and Tighnari become even more embarrassed. Tighnari places both of his hands on Shiyo's shoulders. He was tense and awkward. The two of them stare at each other, trying to brace themselves. Shiyo decides to close her eyes first, maybe having her do that to make both of them a little less nervous. Tighnari gulped. He gripped on her shoulders, not too tight, but she still could feel the pressure. It took some time, but Tighnari finally pressed his lips against hers. She can feel he almost missed her lips, but managed to fix it. The kiss didn't linger as he pulled away a few seconds after. They both opened their eyes, staring at each other. And then everyone cheered and clapped. The rest of the day, they celebrate their union with food, chat, and dance. Marriage may be the goal for some or most people, but it is not the end. There are more stories to tell after you reach your goals. But this time, you didn't write this story on your own. You wrote it together with the person you choose to be with. You may experience sadness and anger after reaching this goal, but know that you are not alone in this journey anymore.